Record.
So we're just going to start taking a couple of deep breaths. So if you have your essential oils, use those. If you don't, maybe you don't want to get up now, but you can use things from the garden like flowers or leaves or herbs like basil and rosemary, lavender, orange peel, lemon peel. Sorry.
I'm just procrastinating a little bit because there's meant to be more on, but sure, it's grand.
So we're going to lie down flat and just bring the soles of the feet together then, like so. Open the knees apart and try and draw the heels in as far towards the hips as you can. So you're going to have a slight little roundness in your lower back. Don't let it be flat down. Keep just like above the hips, lifted off the mat gently. And then we're leaning into the top of our upper back. Try and open out the chest. Let the arms spread out to the sides. And we're just going to close our eyes after you've taken those couple of deep breaths. Clearing the airways. You can relax your hands down by your sides. And we're keeping the eyes closed. And all I want you to do is listen to your own breath now for a couple of minutes. Try and inhale through the nose and exhale through an open mouth and try and make a sound. And just keep repeating the So just take a moment now, have a word with yourself. Remind yourself that there's nothing else that we have to do for the next hour. This is our hour for ourselves to let go, to unwind, to relax, to move. You're not doing this for anybody else, you're only doing it for you. So keep reminding yourself of that throughout the class whenever your mind wanders. That we're trying, so even pick your intention right now. So we're going to close our eyes and I want you to have a ponder and just think of why you're doing this class. I can tell you loads of reasons why you are, but why did you actually come here and take the time out of your day? Do you want to relax? Do you want to stretch? Do you want to listen to yourself? Do you want to spend some time with yourself and nobody else for a while? Do you want to feel better? Do you want to breathe better? Do you want to just escape from your day-to-day? Do you want to let go? Do you want to draw energy into your body, or do you want to release energy from your body? Everybody's going to be different, so just have a ponder or just think quietly to yourself with your eyes closed on what is your intention for this class. So what do you want to achieve from it? Do you want to be more at ease afterwards? Do you want to feel a little bit more stronger, looser? I'm going to stop talking. So you can rest the hands against or just on your lower abdomen and feel them rising and falling with your inhale and exhale. So as you inhale, your tummy is coming up. So push the hands up with the inhale. And then as you exhale, let your tummy fall back down towards the spine. Relaxing all the tummy muscles. So we're inhaling, pushing the tummy up against the palms of the hands. And then exhale, let the navel relax back towards the spine. And really try and express all that air back out through your lungs. We're going to keep the mouth closed now, just breathing in and out through the nose. Try and make the breath really long and really slow. And all I want you to do is think of your intention. It could be showing yourself a little bit of TLC or something like that. So just keep reminding yourself that that's why you're here and that's what you're doing. Feel the tummy rising, pushing it against the hands. Keep the chest and shoulders relaxed. And then fall back towards the spine with your exhale. Inhale, feel the tummy grow, and exhale, feel it fall back towards the spine. So we're going to bend the knees now, bringing them together. We're going to draw the knees in towards the chest, just wrapping your arms around the shins, try and point the toes upwards. And we're going to tuck the chin in, try and bring the head up towards the knees and squeeze the knees in there as hard as you can. And we're going to relax the back and neck fully down onto the mat. So you want to get your lower back, your sacrum onto the mat, and try and let your chin tuck in towards the collarbone so the back of your neck is trying to flatten against the mat as well. So you're pushing the back of your neck into the floor. Feel it gently opening up. Just give a little rock of the head side to side. And then we're going to squeeze the knees back in towards the nose, around your head, around the back of the neck, squeeze the knees in, around the lower back. And then relax the hips back down onto the mat. Tuck the chin into the collarbone so we're flattening the back of the neck onto the mat. Give a little rock of the head side to side. Now we're going to straighten out the left leg, hugging that right knee in. Keep the toes pointed upwards, and we're going to lift the knee up into the chest, out towards the shoulder, and back around in big circles. Up into the chest, out towards the shoulder, up and around. So we're squeezing it in with the exhale, push away from the body with the inhale. Exhale, squeezing in. Inhale, push your knee against the hands and back around. So you want to be working the opposite muscle, so you're pushing against the hands, pulling in with the exhale. Just keep going nice and gently. And relax the right leg down. We're going to bend the left knee in and do the same thing, hugging the heel or hugging the knee up and in and around. So you want to push against the fingertips as you lift your knee away from the body. Exhale as you squeeze the knee in towards the chest. Keep the toe pointed upwards. Keep going around, out to the shoulder, up towards the ceiling, back into the chest. Now we're going to bring both knees back into the chest again, round in the back of the neck, tuck the chin in, and then we're going to bring the soles of the feet down onto the mat, arms down by the sides, and lift the hips up. Push the hips up as high as you can, holding it, breathing, reach your fingers down towards the heels. Relax the hips back down. So we're going to bend the knees in again, point the toes upwards, squeeze them in, give a little rock side to side. And then bringing the feet back down, lift the hips up and try and step the feet in a little bit more and push those hips up higher. Let the back of the neck flatten against the mat. Let the chin come into the collarbone. Relax back down again. So we're going to bring the knees back into the chest. Then open the knees apart, bringing the soles of the feet together. Try and catch onto the soles of the feet. Draw them in towards the tummy. So you're pushing your knees apart to the sides and pulling those feet in together in towards the tummy or the chest. So we're just going to hold this and listen to the breath. You're trying to keep the legs relaxed, but use that strength in your upper body and your arms. Inhaling and exhaling deeply through the nose. Keep drawing those feet in towards the tummy. Then we're going to open the heels out, so bending the knees to 90 degrees. We're opening those heels apart. And we're going to give a little rock side to side, nice and gently. Trying to let the knees come down either side of the body. Just giving a little wiggle side to side. Try and open the heels apart as wide as you can. And then drawing the soles of the feet back together, pulling them in towards the chest. Knees back together again. We're going to round the back, bringing the head up towards the knees, point the toes up. And then feet back down onto the mat again. We're lifting the hips up towards the ceiling. Try and interlock your fingers underneath this time and open up the chest. Keep pushing the hips up as high as you can. Squeeze the glutes together. Let the chin come into the chest. Watch the breath moving the tummy up and down. And relax. So from here, we're going to take the right heel across the top of the left knee and then bend that left knee in towards the chest. So we're going to interlock the fingers behind the left hamstring. Hold this, try and push the right knee away from the body and pull the left knee in towards the chest. Listen to the breath. Now try and straighten out this left leg up towards the ceiling. So you're trying to point the toes back towards yourself. You're not pointing the toes up towards the ceiling. You're trying to point them back towards the face. And keep trying to hug that hamstring back. Keep breathing. Push that right knee away. Relax the feet back down onto the mat. So we're going to bring the left heel across the top of the right knee. Bend the right knee in this time. And push that left knee away. So you're going to notice an imbalance in your own body. Which side is a little bit tighter than the other, or causing you a little bit more pain or tension. Just remember, each time you inhale, you're inhaling into that space that feels tight. You want to draw oxygen into it, and every time you exhale, then you're going to exhale away any of that tension you're feeling. Just imagine you're blowing it away and feel the muscle just melting and relaxing a little bit more. Listen to the breath, keep the mouth closed. Push that right knee away, and then we're going to reach, or left knee away, and we're going to reach the right leg up. Straightening the leg as best you can and try and point the toe back towards yourself. Keep pulling that leg in towards the chest, pushing the left knee away. And relax both legs back down. So we're going to bring the soles of the feet together again, just letting the knees drop out to the sides. And we're going to reach the arms up overhead now. So a big stretch overhead like you're waking up in bed in the morning. And you want to reach, 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 reach. Breathe into the tummy. As you exhale, feel the spine lengthen a little bit more. And then we're going to bend the elbows down the sides. And we're going to reach down the sides of the body, letting the palms face upwards. Try and open up the chest. Push the chest up towards the ceiling. Breathe into the tummy. Try and draw the shoulder blades together behind. And relax. So we're going to bend the knees into the chest again. Cross the feet now. So you're catching onto the opposite foot. And we're going to roll so we're going to roll back and then forward. So when you roll up, you're going to bend the knees, hug them into the chest. Lift the hips up off the mat as much as you can. And then we're pushing down to come all the way up. So take your time. Try to get it's fun. So we're crossing the feet. We're going to swing up, lift the knees up, and then push down and come up to sitting. So just from here, we're going to cross our feet, ankles in front of each other. Just holding on to the front of the knees. Try and make the spine nice and tall and flat. Top of the head is coming up towards the ceiling. So just listen to the breath again. Notice where it's moving. If it's moving up into the chest, try and draw it down a little bit lower into the hips. So you want to feel this space going, opening up with the inhale, back in with the exhale, not the other way around. Fill up the tummy, relax the chest. So we're going to inhale now. We're going to lift the chin up, open up the chest. So when I lift my chin up now, I'm going to try and roll my shoulders backwards and push that chest up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to exhale, tuck the chin in and round the back. So you see that my upper back, we're not necessarily doing the middle of the back. You're trying to basically do a cat-cow with your upper back. So you're going to inhale, open up the chest. So you're drawing the shoulder blades together. Keep the elbows in by the sides, and then you're exhaling. Bring the head down and round the back. And use the grip of your fingers to try and really make that C shape with your spine when you come down. Inhale, bend the elbows, lift the chin. Exhale, round the back and bring the head down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. So we're going to inhale, lift again, look all the way up. And as you exhale, then we're going to reach forward. Keeping the hips planted, just feel the sides of the body open up gently as you move your hands over to the right, taking the right hand on top of the left hand, or over to the left, even take the right hand on top of the left hand, and then back over to the right, taking the left hand on top of the right hand. So you're just moving side to side and keep moving. And try and reach out a little bit further each time you come across. So you want to crawl the fingers forward, crawl the fingers forward, crawl the fingers forward. And just keep going side to side, trying to exhale away any of that tension from the sides of the body, keeping the hips planted. Let the head hang down or keep your head down between the two elbows if you can. Then we're going to come all the way up. From here, just cross the opposite foot in front. Make the back nice and tall. And we're going to exhale. So we're keeping the chest open. Exhale to look over the left shoulder. Feel the tummy inflate with the inhale. And exhale, let the tummy contract again. We're going to look over the right shoulder, doing the same thing. Exhale away any tension. Keep the chest open. Turn the chin, not just the top of the head. And relax. Just from here, then we're leaning the left ear to the left shoulder. And then the right ear to the right shoulder. If you want to bring your hands in underneath your hips and try that again, just literally putting your fingers or your palms in underneath the hips. And as you lean your left ear across, try and push your body over to the left side. And as you lean your right ear across, try and lean your body over to the right side. So you're getting that little bit of extra pull. Then let the head hang down to the chest. Take a deep breath, and we're going to walk the hands forward with the exhale and do the same thing that we done before. Keep moving, keep walking the hands side to side, but we have our opposite foot crossed in front this time. So you might feel it more in the opposite hip. Keep trying to bring the right hand on top of the left hand, and then the left hand on top of the right hand. And relax. Come all the way up. So we're going to inhale now, take the hands up the sides, inhale, bringing the hands together up over. We're going to bend the elbows down into 90 degrees. Try and open up the chest, lift the chin, try and draw the elbows together, back behind, spread the fingers, lift the chin, and relax the hands down. So we're going to bring the hands up into prayer in the middle. And then we're going to push the hands up, inhaling, reach. And then we're exhaling again, bending the elbows to 90 degrees. Open up the chest, so we're lifting the chin. Push the chest up, so it's like a cactus shape, like this. And letting the hands come back down again into prayer. Now we're going to come back the way, letting the hands come down. We're going to inhale, bring the hands up. Looking up to the fingertips, and then exhaling down into our cactus shape. Lifting the chin up, feel the chest opening up, and then interlock the fingers behind. So try and interlock the fingers, try to lengthen out the elbows as much as you can. Open up the chest, lift the chin. Now try and squeeze your chest together a little bit. Lengthen out those elbows a little bit more. Try and bring the shoulders forward more. And then open the chest up and bring them back. So what I mean by that is literally bringing the shoulders forward like this and backwards. So we're moving the chest. We're going to tuck the chin in now. Press the chin into the chest or the collarbone. Lift the arms up overhead and try and let the head come down towards the mat. And relax, come all the way back up. So we're taking the hands back to the front of the knees. We're going to lift the chin and inhale. Exhale, tuck the chin in and try and round the back down as far as you can. Try to hold onto your knees, try and pull the head down towards the ankles or the knees. So you want to get that back as round as you can. Tuck the chin in, use your upper body strength. And relax. So taking the right hand behind, take the left hand to the outside of the right knee, and we're twisting to look over the right shoulder. So push off that right knee, feel the twist in the mid-spine, turn the head to look over the shoulder. Keep the length in the neck. Feel the tummy inflate with your inhale, and as you exhale, press into that twist a little bit more. And relax. Take the left hand behind then, the right hand to the outside of the left knee. So try not reach back too far. You want to keep the back nice and tall. So we're exhaling into the twist. Push that right hand off the left knee. Keep the length in the neck. Keep breathing into the tummy. Exhaling away the tension. And relax again. So we're going to bring the soles of the feet down onto the mat, taking the hands behind. So we're lifting the hips up and looking up to the ceiling. Try and hold your tabletop position. And relax. Now we're coming into our V shape like this. So point the toes, try and get the V shape here. Reach the hands in front, keep the chest open. Hold it, feel the core or the tummy muscles warming up. Then bring the hands back down, lift those hips up. Feel that stretch in your arms and the chest. We're gonna go in gentle little circles, really gently. And just moving gently backwards and forwards. Listen to your own body. We don't want to overdo it. We're going to relax the hips back down. Come back into your V shape or your boat pose. You can straighten out the legs if you want. And then we're going to bend the right knee, straighten out the left leg. So we're taking the right hand behind and our left arm is coming to the outside of that right knee. So we're looking over the back shoulder. Twisting again, pressing that elbow against the right knee. And relax. Now we're inhaling. Keep this right foot planted on the mat. Inhale to reach up. Exhaling down onto the left leg. If you can't reach your foot, use a strap, wrap it around, or bring your hands in underneath. Hold it. Try not to bend your knee. And relax. Now we're going to drop this knee to the side, like so, and do the same thing. We're inhaling. Exhaling, folding forward so your tummy is coming down, your chest, and then the hands. Tuck the chin in at the end. Try and point the toes straight up. And relax. So we're going to come back into our V shape. Holding it, keeping the chest open. And then we're bending the left knee, straighten out the right leg, left hand is coming behind, right arm to the outside of the left knee, turn the head to look over the shoulder. So try not to be like this, nice and tall. Keep the length in the neck, pushing against that left knee. Breathing into the tummy. And relax. So we're reaching the hands up, point the right toes up. Inhale, exhale and folding forward. Keep pointing that right toe straight up. Breathe into the tummy. Try and get down a little bit lower with the exhale. And come all the way back up. So we're dropping the knee now to the side. Same thing, inhale. And exhaling forward. Listening to the breath. Exhaling away tension, keep the mouth closed. And relax. So we're going to straighten out the legs again, bringing the hands back behind. We're going to lift the hips up now again, keeping the legs straight. Push that chest up towards the ceiling. Push those hips up. And relax back down. So we're going to cross the feet again. Bringing the hands in front, we're going to come onto our box shape. So the shoulders are above the wrists, hips above the knees. Nice neutral spine. And we're going to curl the toes under, just preparing the feet for a little bit of work. Try and get your toes pressed straight down into the mat so you can feel the soles of the feet from the balls down into the heels, opening up. Then we're going to exhale to drop the tummy down, lift the chin, keep the arms straight, keep them where they are. Inhale, round the spine, tuck the chin in. Exhale, drop the tummy down, lift the chin. Inhale, round the spine, keep pressing into the toes. Exhale, dropping the tummy down. Now we're going to bring more of a body movement into it. So we're inhale, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So you're gently just rocking backwards and forwards. Trying to feel the stretch in the tops and the bottoms of the body. Moving at your own pace. And then coming back into your neutral position, we're just going to turn the head side to side. So you're bringing your ear towards the shoulder. Let the head hang down and look all the way up. Let the head hang down and look all the way up. So we're going to keep the toes curled under now, sitting back onto the heels. Try and put a nice little bit of pressure onto the feet. Make sure every toe is down flat. And if you want, you can move the knees forward a little bit if you don't feel that stretch. So we're going to try and rub our knuckles into the soles of the feet. Just trying to give them a little bit more attention, let them loosen up a bit. Try and get down the sides of the foot, into the insides, into the arch. And you just want to bring a little bit of heat into them as well. Give them some TLC. Then bringing the hands in front, we're going to point the toes and try and sit back, lifting the knees up in front if it's comfortable. If not, try and just gently get one up at a time. And do feel that stretch in the front of the legs. Curling the toes under again. We're going to keep the back tall this time, and we're going in big circles with the head and the neck. So we're inhaling to look up and exhaling down. Inhale to look up and exhale down. Back the other way. Nice and slowly. And pointing the toes again. Just trying to lift the knees up off the mat if we can. Interlock the fingers behind. Inhale, lift the chin, lengthen the elbows, lift the wrists. Exhale, press the chin in and try and bring the head down towards the knees. Rounding the back, pointing the toes. And relax. So bringing the hands back in front, we're going to curl the toes under and come into a down dog. Just gently pedal out the calves and relax into your down dog. Try and have a look at the spaces that you're using on the mat. Make sure your arms and legs are in line. One hand's not up here or back here or side by side. And then we're just going to relax into it. So point the hips straight up. Give a little bend in the knees if you need to. If you want to flatten the back a bit more. Keep the head in line with the 2 elbows. Pedal the calves gently. Trying to feel it in the bottoms of the legs. Now we're going to press the left heel down. Point the right leg up. As high as you can. Keep pressing that left heel into the mat. And then we're going to bend the knee up into the chest. Turn the foot to the side. And lean it onto that left knee. So we're pointing our left toe back. The front leg is horizontal. So if your foot is back here, that's okay. Or if you need to bring your knee a little bit more forward, that's okay. But try and get the left or the right foot up towards the left hand and the right knee at the right hand. So you're pressing into that left knee, trying to keep the hips up so that they're in line. You don't want to lean back here. So we're going to inhale. I want you to arch back, lift the chin up as high as you can. And then we're exhaling forward. Bring your weight in front onto the elbows. Press the tummy down towards the mat and then reach the hands in front if you have the space or if it's comfortable. Feel that right hip opening up nice and gently. We're going to walk the hands over to the left, bringing your right hand on top of the left hand. And then bringing the hands over to the right, bringing the left hand on top of the right hand. Walking the hands back in front, we're slowly coming all the way up. Curl the left toe under, and we're back into our plank. So from our plank, we're coming down with the knees, Bend, point the hips up, bend the elbows back, chest and chin. Inhale. Hold it. Lift the chin up, strong in the arms. Breathe into the tummy. We're exhaling into our down dog. So we're pressing the right heel down now, pointing the left leg up. Hold it, point the leg up as high as you can. Now we're bending that left knee up into the chest, bringing the foot to the side, leaning onto the right knee. Probably notice which side is a little bit tighter now. Inhale, lift the chin and look up. Keep the hips side by side so we're not bringing that left glute onto the mat. Come straight down in front with the exhale. Reach the hands forward. Try and relax into it. Keep the hips side by side. Listen to the breath. Feel the hips getting a little bit heavier. We're going to walk the hands back over to the left side. Right hand on top of the left hand. And then over to the right side. Left hand on top of the right hand. Walking the hands back to the middle, then curl the toe under. We're coming back into our plank. We're coming down, bending our elbows now into chaturanga. So we're not letting the hips or the knees come onto the mat. We're bending the elbows down. We're going to roll the toes forward like this. See my toes backwards and forwards. So we're bending the elbows down into chaturanga and lift the chest up. Keep the hips and keep the knees up off the mat. So this is upward dog. Breathe into the tummy. And then we're rolling the feet again, back into down dog. So the fronts of the legs don't touch the mat there. Keep pointing the hips up nice and tall. Keep pushing the chest back towards the legs. Pedal the calves gently. And then slowly walk the feet into the hands. From here then we're just going to catch onto the elbows. Let the head hang so you're looking straight through the legs. Every exhale your arms are getting a little bit heavier. We're not looking at the mat, we're looking through the legs. Give a slight little bend in the knees. Let that roundness come into your lower back. Just give a little wiggle side to side. And relax the hands down. So we're going to stand onto the palms of the hands now. So you want to point your fingers all the way back towards the heel. So we're standing nearly on our wrists, basically. Give that bend in your knees. And then we're exhaling to lift our chest away from the mat. Keep pushing the toes down. Keep lifting the chest up. And relax. So we're going to let the arms hang, uncurl up nice and slowly, one vertebra at a time. All the way up. So we're going to cross our feet now, bringing the right leg across the top of the left. We're inhaling, reach the hands up. And exhale, folding forward. So trying to keep the back leg straight, catch onto your ankles, and tuck the chin in. Inhale to reach up. Cross the opposite leg in front. And exhale down. Listen to the breath. Keep the right leg straight. Holding onto the ankles. Inhale to reach up again. Bring the feet side by side. And we're going to exhale into our cactus shape. Bending the elbows, lift the chin up. Bringing the hands together again, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. So catching onto the ankles, try and open the feet apart a little bit more so they're wider than hip distance. Give a little bend in the knees. And we want to tuck the chin in, bend the knees slightly so you're trying to pull your head between the legs. Try and get a nice round lower back. So bend your knees as much as you need to. And try and look up towards the hips. Use the upper body strength. And relax. So from here, we're going to bring the hands down onto the mat. If you need to move towards the top of the mat, do. And we're going to stretch the right leg straight back. Dropping the knee then. We're going to reach both hands up, push that right hip forward. And then open the chest out, taking the right hand to the left knee and look back over that left arm. Sorry. And relax. Just swing the hips backwards. Exhale to bring head to knee. And then we're bending that left knee, curl the right toe under and change legs. So we're stepping the left foot forward. Sorry, right foot forward. Drop the left knee, reach the hands up. And then open up the chest, take the left hand to the right knee and look back over the right arm. Relax the hands down, swing the hips backwards, straighten the front leg, exhale to let the head come to the right knee. Bend in that right knee, curl the left toe under, back into our plank. So we're coming down with the knees, chest and chin. Inhale, hold it. Exhale, relax back down. Let the head rest to one side. And we're going to bend both knees, keeping the upper body relaxed onto the mat. Just hug the heels down to the hips. Try and open up the chest, keep the elbows bent. We're going to take a deep inhale, and with your exhale, I want you to push your hips into the mat as hard as you can. So when you're exhaling, you're pushing the hips forward, keep pulling those heels in. Now on our next exhale, you're going to open up the chest and push the feet away from the body. Lift the chin up. Squeeze the glutes together. And relax. Pointing the toes then. We're going to sit back, or bring our hands back, sit back onto our heels. Get that nice roundness in your lower back. Reach the hands in front, let the forehead rest down, and listen to the breath again. Remember, anything that's popped into your mind, any thoughts, anything at all, exhale them away. You have another couple of minutes that you need to spend with yourself. So make sure you're spending that with you and not thinking about anything else. You can bring your hands back and even rub your lower back slightly, or even into the hips. A lot of tension can start in the lower back and tightness. It's kind of doesn't get that much blood flow. Reaching the hands in front, then we're going to open the knees apart more, point the toes together, open the knees as wide as you can, and slide the chest forward, trying to bring the tummy down onto the mat. Try and tilt the hips forward towards the mat, rather than rounding your back, try and flatten the tummy down onto the mat. And relax, come all the way up. So we're going to cross the feet behind, stretching the legs out in front again. We're going to turn sideways on our mats. Bring the soles of the feet together. Did I say that right? So we're interlocking the fingers around the toes. Lift the chin, inhale, lengthen the spine, and then we're exhaling forward. So use your elbows to push those knees apart. Relax into it, let the head hang down, then tuck the chin in. And relax, come all the way up. So keeping the heels in front, we're gonna reach the right leg out to the side, so the left foot is pointed straight in front of the hips. So instead of sitting here with a round back like this, lengthen the spine up, push into that right leg. So we're sliding down the outside of the right leg with the right hand, looking up to the left hand, try and catch onto the foot or the leg and lean your whole body towards that right leg. Reach up, 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 and then overhead with this left hand. Keep the left hip stuck onto the mat. And then we're going to reach forward as far as we can to touch the floor in front. And come all the way. Relax the left hand down. We're going to pull the right heel in and left leg out. So we're sliding down the outside of the left leg. Keep that back nice and straight. Point the toe up, look up to the right hand. Lean the body down to this left leg. Looking up to the fingertips, try and reach the arm overhead. Now reaching in front as far as you can, try and touch the floor. And come all the way back up again. And relax. So we're going to turn lengthways again. Coming back to lying down. Hug the heels or knees into the chest. Point the toes upwards, and we're just doing a little rock side to side. And then pointing the toes. We're going to make our triangle shape like this, bringing it in underneath the hips. So the bony parts are sitting into the gap. Trying to lift your upper back off the mat just so we can bring the elbows in underneath for support. Then we're pushing the chest up. Let the head come backwards, lift the chin away from the chest. And we're gently leaning onto the top of the head or the crown of the head. Feel the front of the neck and the throat space open up. Try and close the jaw. And relax. So bending the knees into the chest again. If you want, try and just scooch forward a little bit on your mat. Make sure you have room down the back though as well. Make sure both ends of your mat are clear. And if you're comfortable doing a shoulder stand, do the shoulder stand. If you're not comfortable doing a shoulder stand, please don't. Louise Barry, you better do this shoulder stand. So bring your elbows in beside your sides. We're going to bend the knees, point the toes, so you're tucking the knees into the body as much as you can. Elbows tucked in by your sides, hands are coming straight up. So we're going to roll the hips up, try and catch onto your hips. So your fingertips are coming towards the spine, thumbs are coming to the edges of the hips. And then you're just going to build that up more. So try and get your hips up as high as you can. Your chin is coming into the collarbone. And then we're going to straighten out our legs. Keep using your hands for support. So you're leaning into your elbows and your hands. Keep looking straight up to the toes. Now we're going to bend the knees gently. Let them come down towards the ears. And then try and touch the toes off the ground behind. Make the legs nice and straight. So you're coming into a plow. Interlock the fingers. Try and lengthen the arms against the mat. Push the hips up as high as you can. Keep the backs of the legs as straight as you can. And then we're going to open the hands out to the sides and come down one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slowly. Keeping the legs straight. I'm going to have to move. So we're trying to lower the legs down really slowly. So you're using your core muscles. Pointing the toes, really, really slowly. And relax. So just before we finish, we're going to bend the knees up to 90 degrees. So exhale, drop the knees to the left, look over the right shoulder. Keep the upper back planted. Relax into it. And then bring the knees over to the right side, look over the left shoulder. Feel the spine twisting in the middle. Exhale away the tension, relax into it again. And then just go once more, side to side. Bending the knees into the chest again. Point the toes up, bring the head up towards the knees, give a big squeeze. And then exhale, relax out flat. So just gently turn the head side to side. Kind of lift your hips up off the mat and drop them again. Come to a nice neutral spine. If you have a bare wall beside you or close by, then throw your legs straight up the wall if you like, if it's comfortable. Anyone who wants to grab a jumper or a blanket, a pair of socks, anyone who wants to turn off a light, get a drink, anything like that before the last couple of minutes, just take your time. And what I mean by putting your legs up the wall is like getting your hips in as close as you can. So turn sideways as if this is your wall. Get your hips right in, then lie down, throw the legs up. And you can relax your hands on your tummy or throw them up over your head. Just make sure you're comfortable. If it's not uncomfortable, you don't have to do it. But it's good for draining any lactic acid buildup or anything out of your legs. Just drawing any toxins back down into the internal organs as well. It's just going to boost the blood flow in your organs to get all the blood nice and clean. Drain the lactic acid out of the legs so they don't cramp. I can't think right now. My head's gone. Now we're going to close our eyes once we're comfortable. And then we're going to take a couple of deep breaths in through the nose. And I want you to exhale out through the mouth slowly, like you're blowing away your exhale, like you're blowing through a straw. So we're inhaling slowly through the nose. And then exhale slowly out through the mouth, kind of pursing the lips like. So we're inhaling slowly through the nose. Exhale slowly, blowing away the exhale. So I want you to remind yourself of that intention that you made at the start of the class. Keep reminding yourself why you're doing this. And then tell yourself that this last couple of minutes is completely for you. You don't have to do any movements or any poses. You don't have to have your legs up the wall if you don't want to. Just as long as you're comfortable and you can listen to your own breath and you're in a relaxed environment. Just try and notice the breathing pattern that you have right now. We're going to relax the jaw now. We can close the mouth and rest your tongue against the roof of the mouth. Try and exhale away any expression from the face. Let all the facial muscles soften and relax. Let your eyes get nice and heavy. Let your eyelids get heavy and let them fall back into your head. And just keep reminding yourself or keep repeating to yourself that there's nothing else that you have to do right now. You don't have to think about anything. You don't have to talk to anyone. You don't have to do anything. all you have to do is let go, let go, let go. We're trying to let go of any tension, any tightness in the body, any blockages. We want to release them. So by bringing our body into this relaxed state, into this rest and restore state, rather than the fight or flight that we're all going around in these days, it's giving your body a chance to let the energy move through it more freely. To clear any blockages or to go where it's needed, maybe to places that are depleted of energy, or to wind down those centers that are taking up all the energy. We want to balance the energy lines or the chakras in our bodies. We want to send energy down the meridians to clear any little blockages, any build-up, any tension. So when you're inhaling and exhaling, I want you to notice the breath moving around your body. Is it moving freely? Is it getting stuck in certain places? Imagine you're inhaling in through your nose and you're drawing that breath all the way down your legs into the tops of the toes. And then as you exhale, imagine you're exhaling that whole breath out of your body. And with it, you're releasing tension, you're releasing tightness, you're exhaling away any thoughts, responsibilities, worries, anything at all, just letting it all go. Try and draw a breath into your body, down the arms, into your hands and your fingertips. And as you exhale, then let the arms relax into the mat. Let the legs get a little bit heavier. And just feel that breath or that energy moving around the body. And keep visualizing it enter each limb, each muscle, each joint. And this breath is going to heal anything that needs to be repaired, any muscle tears, any injuries, any aches or pains. It's going to soften because our bodies heal themselves. You just need to send your energy to those places that you need it most. By doing that, you're using your visualization. So if I'm feeling tightness in my hips now, I'm going to draw as much of my breath, visualizing that breath and that energy moving down into my hips, feeling it warming up the muscles in my hips. And then when I exhale, I'm going to let the hips completely soften and sink down into the mat. Let them get a little bit heavier and let them completely relax. And this is what we need to do with every single part of our body. Just giving a little bit more attention to those areas where you're feeling a little bit tight or a little bit of a blockage. You might feel it in your neck or your throat. Just let the head rest to one side. Give the neck muscles a break. Try and feel the breath moving up and down into your lungs, cleansing your lungs, clearing the airways. Let all the facial muscles soften. Exhale away any tension from the top of your head down into your toes, and just feel your whole body melting into the mat. It's a new moon. Time of a new moon is a really low energy time. You might feel tired or restless or kind of less energy than you normally would, less wound up, but maybe more of a short temper. Basically, times of new moons, there's no moonlight coming onto the planet. The moon's hidden. So we're not receiving any of that lunar energy, that feminine energy. So it's a good time. It's like winter, if it was a season. It's kind of getting the land ready or giving it a break before you replant your crops and for harvesting. Basically, it's like you always think of a plant or a crop or a tree or a flower as your intention with your new moon, with your full moon, whatever. So think of the new moon where you plant your seed, and then your full moon is seeing the flower, and then that full moon going back into the new moon is that flower then coming back down into the earth for the seed to replant and for the cycle to go on. So basically what I'm trying to say is make your intentions now for this year, because it's the first new moon of the year, and it's going to be a big year for everyone, hopefully, better than last year. But just try and think of yourself, what you need for yourself. What do you intend to do for yourself? It could be, I intend to do my daily activities with more confidence. I intend to be more confident. I intend to show love more. I intend to express myself in a better manner. I intend to heal the parts of myself that need to be healed. I intend to talk to people more. Whatever you need to do. It's not what anybody else thinks you should do or what anyone else says you should do. It's what would bring goodness into your life. And you know exactly what it is. Because you've had all the signs to try and tell you to do it for ages. And then it's about, over the next few weeks then, coming up onto our full moon, it's about putting the energy into that flower or that plant, that intention, and watching it grow. So if I want to be more confident, I'm not going to beat myself up with, oh, you're not good enough, and oh, look at the state of you, and geez, your yoga classes are terrible. I'm not going to say that kind of stuff to myself every day. I'm going to say the opposite to myself, because that's going to boost my self-esteem. So it's about doing those little things to feed the plant, to help it grow and help it grow and help it grow. And then I'll see you in 2 weeks for a full moon, where you have to let go of all those things that are holding you back from your intention. That's why they're so fun. So we're gonna ponder our intentions, or ponder what your body needs or what you need. And then when you hear the sounds of the bells, I want you to feel them being cleared away from your body, being lifted off your shoulders, and just let the bells clear your head, clear your mind, and relax your body a little bit more. Tell yourself to let go. There's nothing you need to be holding on to in a new moon, only good intentions. And we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, I want you to say, If you have your legs up the wall, you can bend your knees now in towards the chest, keeping the eyes closed, keep the whole body relaxed. Just start to deepen your breath from here. Feel the tummy rising and falling with the inhale and exhale, and just start to bring your awareness back to the breath and feed it around the body again. Just slowly beginning to wake up your muscles and joints. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. You can give a little wiggle in your fingers and toes. Just bringing your awareness back to the body. And we're going to reach our arms up overhead and try and interlock your fingers, pushing your palms away from the body. Just push those palms away, stretching the arms from the shoulders. Straighten out the elbows. And then we're going to bend the knees into the chest and wrap the arms around the knees. Hugging those knees in, just give a gentle little rock side to side, turning the head side to side. And then crossing the feet. Oh no, we don't have to cross the feet, just roll over onto the left side, sorry. Let the body open up a little bit, like you're lying in bed. And then from here, we're going to blink the eyes open, just bringing your awareness back to the room. Just letting the body wake up nice and gently. We're going to come up to sitting before we finish, so take your time. There is no rush. Just crossing the feet, ankles in front of each other. We're going to let the palms rest on top of the knees. Touch your first finger off the thumb, open up the chest. Inhale into the tummy. And just express some gratitude to yourself for coming and taking the hour out of your evening to do this for yourself. Thank every part of your body that's moved for you, that's worked for you, that's done something for you today. Thank your body. And then try and think of as many other things, big or small, that you're grateful for right now, whether it's the clothes you're wearing, the house you're in, the people that you're with, somebody who you spoke to today, a friend who puts a smile on your face, food that you're eating. Everyone loves food. Anything at all that you're grateful for. Your health. And then we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose, squeeze the fists together, shrug the shoulders up, hold it, and then exhale, make a noise and say, we're inhaling. Squeeze, create loads of tension, and then exhale, say, inhale. And exhale, out through the mouth, say, one more. Well done. So we're taking the hands together in front of the chest space. Just close your eyes for a second. And I want you to visualize like a protective force field or a big bubble or a protective layer around yourself right now. So any energies that you come in contact with during your day or the rest of the week or the weekend, that nothing can take or waver from your energy that you're feeding from the inside out. You're not looking for that energy off anybody else. You're protecting your own golden energy. It's yours. You're going to use it. And we're going to exhale, bow forward. Namaste. Thank you very much, everybody. Sorry.
Thanks, Neve.